BassResinator here. It's Froggy Friday. I saw Mary from Jelly Bean Crafts do something a while ago with these chrome powders from Let's Resin. Amazing things. And she did a technique, and I thought, well, that looks really cool on a coaster. I wonder if it'll work in a frog. So I'm going to try it. Now, she did everything using Q-tips. I'm going to just use the little brush that comes in the kit. So that's what I'm going to do. So what you do, get all these colors. I've got green, I've got gold, I've got the red, I think that's dark blue, or royal blue, but it's a dark blue. There's a light blue in the kit that actually looks, this isn't green. That's blue. Okay, and that's the dark blue or royal blue. This is the green. And then purple. And then the holographic pink. Now I have already got the eyes set in place. And so okay, let me just try and figure out exactly how I want to do this. I'll just say this now, after she got done putting all the colors down and doing what she was going to do, she used white over the top. Well, I'm not going to use white. I'm going to use Asphalt Magic, which is a dark silver, really cool looking color. I've used it many times and people are like, you use it all the time. Now, I don't know how well I'm going to be able to do this up in the head, but I'm going to just try. Well, I just got some spillage. It takes a village to spillage. Oh, that didn't work. Okay, let me come back to you when I get something else. Okay, I'm back. I cleaned that up. I found these. Dun, dun, dun. Those are my... I don't even remember when I got these. I think Steve McDonald was talking about them. And I thought, oh, that'd be cool. Well, where's it all going? And a little bit of that gold dribbled down. There's a big wipe to clean it up. These things do an amazing job. Okay. Now this, it's almost a crimson. Crimson and clover. Over and over. A good thing these have double sides, because I didn't get out enough to. That was a mess. Okay. Want to come back with some of that green. Okay, let me clean out a little bit right there first. Okay, now I want to get down in the legs, in the thigh part, because that'll be easier to do. I really like that red. Let's get that green in there too. We'll go with the blue. the dark blue, royal blue. Cover over the back side of that. Okay. The rest of this, I think I'm going to just not mess with. Okay, let me go clean that out and then I'll come right back. Okay, now comes the magic. You go in with UV resin and just do little dot things. Now she used a little, very small device that I do not have. A little black squeeze bottle with a little needle point. Don't have that. So I'm just going and making bigger dots. And I'm just curing them a little bit to hold it in place. And then after a while, I'll cure it under a bigger lamp for longer. I'll show you what I'm doing in just a bit. Oh, where'd that drop go? And as I was looking, it ran together in there. Well, okay, that'll be a cool looking drop. We go in here. I don't know where it went. I don't know where it went. Where it went. Where it went. Where it went. And then after I get this UV resin cured, then I will go around all of these dots, trying very hard not to mess them up and knock them loose, but clean all that chrome powder away. Now, can you see what I've done in there? Here, let me change the angle of that light. Okay, so now let me do some back here. This, I can tell you right now, is not going to be nearly as ornate as what she did, but I'm trying. I'm trying. Oh, I know what I forgot to do that she did. I'll do it in this middle section in just a bit. she used that brush, and that's why I've got that brush out, and melded them or blended them together. So I will do that on the middle section. I'll just go ahead and do that right now. Okay. Now, yeah, I don't see gaps now, and I saw them up there. Well, get this hind leg done. So sort of the concept of the raindrop effect, but backwards, because you dust the mold after the raindrops were down. So this is dusting the mold before and then cleaning the mold. So similar type of concept, different technique. Technique. But this is why I didn't want to go too much up in the head, because I think I would have a hard time getting that all cleaned up there. And she did patterns. I didn't. Like, she did circles, and I'm just doing dots. I'm thinking this is going to come out really cool looking, though. Hoping. Trying to get different size of dots. She got some humongous ones and little ones, and I'm not getting that. I'm doing the best that I can, though, Miss Mary. I want a long thing going right there. Now, cure it before it moves anywhere else. I wanted to get 3 or 4 colors all together. Do the same thing on this side. Oof. Come on now. Okay, now I have a toothpick over here somewhere. There it is. Because some of this is going down the side, and I can get little drops. Okay, now set that under the big lamp because those little drops are not moving very fast. Okay, I'll come back to you shortly. Well, I had a catastrophe when I was cleaning. I knocked some of those things loose. I've got that many left. I put some gold in his toenails, and I've got some other colored UV resin. I don't know if I can. This one feels kind of empty. Thought I'd give it some elbows of red. I already have my resin mixed up. I use Bond Crafter. Well, the red is not coming out. Well, okay. We'll try dark brown. That looks red. Put a drop or two in his leg where I missed some of those things. And stick that back under the lamp. It is no ordinary lamp. Okay, I'll come back to you. I'm going to be putting some more gold. I mixed up my own gold. I used some gold mica powder and put it in with some UV resin. So That's what I got in his toes. I'll be right back. Okay, so I got gold in the toes. I got that orange. I got dark brown. I got some gold here and there. I put even some gold up in the head. It looks cool from this side. I just hope I don't knock anything else loose. That'd be great. Try and give credit to Mary from Jelly Bean Crafts, and then mess it up. No. Okay. This is this Asphalt Magic from Pigmently. Beautiful color. And if those things stay where they're supposed to, I think this will cause them to be really visible. Like I said, it's a dark silver. It's the color of asphalt, but on the pretty side. And I have seen the ugly side of asphalt. I took a tumble on a bicycle trip from here to San Antonio, 250 miles. We were doing it for a benefit ride. And the guy in front of me, I don't know what happened to him, but he ran into one of these orange traffic cones, not cones, thing, and it was filled with water, super heavy. We were going about 20 miles an hour, and he came to an immediate stop. And I was drafting off of him, so I was maybe 4 inches away. My tire was 4 inches away. My front tire was 4 inches away from his back tire, and it was not a pretty sight. So yeah, I've seen the bad side of asphalt. This is the pretty side. Just trying to get this resin all the way into the toes to make sure if there's any low spot where I didn't get any of that UV resin, that this will grab onto it. It looks like I got it now. Okay, well, let me give a little bit more. And I better not do any more, because then I'll end up having spillage. And you've heard about it takes a spillage. No, it takes a village. Just being crazy. Okay, we'll see you in the morning. Bye. Well, it's the next morning, and I loosened up this backside. I had enough of this Asphalt Magic to make a mini one. I didn't put any eyes in him. I didn't have time to do that when I was pouring, so I can draw something on him afterwards, but just wanted to let you see that I did have an extra. Look. Can you see? I think we got some of what Mary did. It's not the exact same effect because I did not follow any type of pattern, but we'll see what we've got. Come on now. I wear gloves for the purpose of not cutting myself on these edges. Because that hurts. I don't want to hurt. I don't want to hurt. No, I don't. Okay, so I got the backside down. Oh, some of that color stayed there. I have to figure out what's going on. Okay. That's interesting. I hope the color stayed on here. We'll see. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, it did. It almost needs a top coat because I think I'm going to do that. I don't know if you can see how there's little edges. Maybe that's what caused the part that didn't come out of there, caused these little edges to be on here. Yep, but look at those eyes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Had a little bit of extracurricular toenails going on. Got those off. Okay, I have to clean up this mold. I am going to use this mold, the back side of this mold. Come on, get out of there. Come on, baby. Let's do the twist. Come on. There. Oh, then it flew back on. Okay, so let me do it there. No, that's too high. Because I want to be able to put that lamp over the top of this. I'll do it in sections. You know what? Well, I've got my new gloves came in. This was my last pair. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over with my finger to smooth out over the areas that I want this to be. To be or not to be? That is a question. I want to let that sit. I don't want it really thick on there, but I want to let it sit for just a bit so that it will level. Bubble, 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 toil and trouble. And as I let it sit, any streaks that I put on there with my fingers will level out. I'm hoping. Oh, that's already making that super pretty. That gold I put in there is really kind of cool looking. A little bit more on here. You know what I can do? I can go because the mold of this little one is matte. So if I use the rest of that was on my glove, make this little guy shiny. Still want a little bit more. It looks like it's not rolling off, but it's still leaving a little dimple type effect. It looks like a couple of them, the color came off in there in the mold. And so you see that silver from the Asphalt Magic shining through, like this one right here. Okay, so now wipe off that glove. I'm gonna end up throwing this pair away anyway. Okay, the streaks are off that little guy. I don't see any streaks on this bigger guy. So I will put them under the lamp and I'll be back shortly. Okay, got new gloves on. Cleaned up the mold. I did remember that using red will stain the mold, and it stained the mold. It's not going to come off on anything in the future, but anyway, frog put away. Yeah. Still got little dimples on there, but it's not as noticeable. Not exactly as pretty as what Marriott Jellybean Crafts did. However, the shape of the frog mold makes it much more difficult. Maybe if I had smaller fingers. So hint, 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 Mary, if you want to do this on a frog, show me it can be done. Or anybody else that's got smaller fingers than I do. Okay. I will take some stills of this guy out in the sun, because the sun is up nice and pretty. So, yeah. Let me know what you think. If you are a subscriber of mine, thank you so very, very, very much. Very, very much. I appreciate you to no end. If you're not a subscriber, you ought to consider it. Know when I'm doing things and see things all the time, because I post things almost every day. In fact, if you're not a subscriber, go down to the bottom of the page and click the subscribe button. And after you click the subscribe button, right next to it, there's a little bell icon. After you click subscribe, push the bell icon, and anytime I do anything, you'll be notified. That's what that bell signifies. And then you'll get to see stuff as it happens. I also have, if you want to support this channel, channel memberships, and $1.99 is level 1, $2.99 is level 2. Got something on my fingers already. But any money that comes in from that goes right into the channel, buying new supplies for me to be able to take care of this. We are doing a collaboration. So this is Froggy Friday, and this is my entry into the this week's Froggy Friday. In the description below this video, click more, and then click more again, and you'll see this long area of description. You'll see a playlist. If you click on that playlist, it'll take you to the area where you can see all the other people that are involved in this collaboration. Lots of great artists doing crazy things, coming up with new techniques and all of that type of stuff. So go check out theirs and let them know what you like, what you don't like, what we should try for the future. Yeah. So stick around. I'll get a few stills, and we'll see you for the next one. Bye.